Oil, healthy for you.
And in sport, Lionel Messi and Argentina are facing the very real prospect of an early exit World Cup after a dreadful error from goalkeeper Willy Caballero set Croatia on their way to victory and a place in the last 16. The closest Messi came was a half chance. It snagged at a rebound from a Maximiliano Meza shot, which was blocked by Daniel Subasic and turned behind its safety. It was a dodged defensive second half display from Croatia, illuminated by a moment of magic from their own masterful number 10, Luka Modric. He scored short from range, dropped beautiful beyond Caballero's drive to seal a victory that took Croatia through the knockout stage and left them in a strong position to win the group. Even Rakitic rounded off a miserable evening for Argentina as he rolled in Croatia's third goal in injury time. For Argentina, they are no longer in control of their destiny.
And a fitting way, Kramaric, Rakitic, Kovacic outside him, Rakitic goes on, Kovacic, Rakitic, they're going to walk it in!
Kylian Mbappe first half strike up France overcome and eliminate a resilient Peru to earn a spot in the knockout round of the World Cup. Ricardo Garcia's side, buoyed by the passionate support inside the Ekateribon Arena, came alive in the second half after falling behind in the 34th minute, but ultimately could not find the equalizer that would have prevented their exit. Monaco's Mbappe was the player to punish the Peruvians when he topped the Olivier Giroud's deflected shot, coming after a period of France dominant. Benfica's Andre Carrillo, who was on loan at Watford last season, also tested Hugo Lloris's goal with a strike, while substitute Jefferson Farfan hooked his effort into the side netting. France's defense remains resolute in the final whistle, although they have yet to convince fully that they are one of the favorites for the title. It's few hours to Nigeria versus Iceland World Cup Group D game. TVC Sports correspondent Promise Evuge is in Volgograd venue of the match, where he's counting down.
Nigeria play Iceland in a few hours away here at the Volgograd Arena. Everything is at stake as far as today's game is concerned. Both sides are interested in the 3 points up for grabs, as that would help making progress into the next round. The momentum is gathering, and people here have told me that on match days like this stadium is always filled to capacity. And so what are the thoughts of Nigerians ahead of this epic game? Over there is the media center. Seated therein are some Nigerian journalists, and now we'll be speaking with them in a bit.
It's a must-win game for Nigeria, and it's something that Iceland itself wants, either to get a draw or to get a win. Because if they get a win, definitely Nigeria drops. So it's going to be very, very titanic. And I think the coach himself must have learned 1 or 2 lessons, even though I do know him as a very stubborn coach.
It is not a function now of, oh, we are talking about winning bonuses not paid, the environment not conducive. They have all that now. It is just for them to deliver. And if they don't deliver, it means that this team lacks quality.
It's an advantage for us, for Nigeria, to get to the second round, but this is a test. You're going to be meeting a team everybody thinks you are supposed to be able to beat easily. But a lot of people don't know, Iceland. I mean, they've not done real research about Iceland. When you are playing Argentina, the last game, everybody expects Argentina to win. For Nigeria, it's a double jeopardy. You have to win your last 2 games.
And so the clock ticks and the countdown continues. Nigeria versus Iceland. Who wins? We'll get to know after 90 minutes. Promise Efoge, TVC News, Volgograd.
Nigeria preparing for their crucial clash against Iceland on Volgograd, Russia on Friday, knowing defeat would eliminate them from the World Cup. The 19-year-old goalkeeper Francis Zoe has only played 7 times for his country and even less for his club Deportivo La Coruña of Spain, and is set to continue in goal. Zoe says he is confident of his abilities and does not bother himself about the past. Only today, Nigeria is bottom of Group D after losing their opening match 2-0 to Croatia. At the tournament's youngest team need a result against Iceland, who held Argentina in their first outing.
I don't let the history get to me. That's how I try to overcome the pressure, because I know Nigeria has produced goalkeepers from Africa, and I know what Nigerians expect from their goalkeepers. So I just try at the moment not to think about, it's also good to think about them, but I just try for now not to think about them so that it won't get to me.
So we'll be the same tomorrow. Perhaps the temperature is better for the African players. It's possible. But you know, a lot of them are playing in Europe, and they are not so used also now. But if it's an advantage, we will try to take advantage of it.
Former FIFA boss Sepp Blatter will serve a 6-year ban from soccer, met Russian President Vladimir Putin in Kremlin during a trip to World Cup. FIFA's Ethics Committee banned Blatter, who led the FIFA for 17 years, from all football activities in 2015 after finding him guilty of unethical conduct related to a global corruption scandal which rocked the organization. His appearance at the World Cup in Russia is therefore potentially embarrassing for FIFA and its new head. Gianni Infantino was promised to draw a line under FIFA's corruption problems and clean up the organizations. Blatter, who has repeatedly denied any wrongdoing, said on Thursday he had been invited to the World Cup by Russia. Meanwhile, FIFA assessed Blatter attending matches does not constitute a direct breach of his ban.
To say I enjoy football. Secondly, I like the World Cup. And third, I have the pleasure to have been invited to come for a few days to the World Cup in Russia. And this is a very good time for me, and with a lot of emotions. Gives me the impression that time has stopped, that I'm still somewhere in. But unfortunately, I am not totally out, but I'm somewhere suspended. Well, you know, they are, I don't know why, because there should be no reason that the new administration of FIFA shall be against that the former president is coming to a World Cup. They should say, yes, come in, and then it's over, and then it's finished, and shake hands, and then everybody would be happy. No, I have to say, so far what he has done in FIFA, I am not always on his line concerning some of the initiatives, but when I look at the World Cup here, I have to say FIFA has also made a good job, because it's not only Russia to organize the World Cup, it's FIFA. So I have to say to Gianni, well done, and go on until the end of this World Cup.
Power Oil, healthy for you.